topic of those discussions and what the agenda needs to be, look, I think in order for talks to actually lead to something meaningful, they will have to include certain things. And that includes the range of their ballistic missiles. That includes their sponsorship of terrorist organizations across the region. That includes the nuclear program, and that includes the treatment of their own people.
Tensions between the United States and Iran remain high, but a rare diplomatic opening is now set. Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi announced on Wednesday that nuclear talks with the US will be held this Friday in Muscat, Oman, at 10 a.m. local time. The meeting comes after a week of uncertainty. Talks were originally planned for Istanbul, Turkey, but Iran requested a change of venue and insisted that the discussions focus strictly on nuclear issues, keeping its missile program off the table. US officials have pushed for a broader agenda. Secretary of State Marco Rubio said that meaningful negotiations must address Iran's ballistic missiles, support for regional groups, and human rights alongside its nuclear program. Iranian sources warn that adding non-nuclear issues could derail the talks. Tensions have been mounting. Last month, Iran's crackdown on protesters drew international condemnation. In response, President Donald Trump sent thousands of troops to the Middle East and warned that military action is possible if diplomacy fails. The situation escalated this week when a US F-35C warplane shot down an Iranian Shat-139 drone over the Arabian Sea. Iran, meanwhile, unveiled a new underground missile base and announced a shift from a defensive to an offensive military posture. Despite the tensions, Iran has indicated it is willing to negotiate. Tehran says it is ready to show flexibility on uranium enrichment, a key element of previous nuclear agreements. The choice of Muscat as the venue reflects Oman's history as a neutral mediator. At least 9 Middle Eastern countries lobbied for the talks to proceed there. Analysts say the outcome could either prevent further escalation or increase the risk of military confrontation. As the world watches, all eyes turn to Friday, when diplomacy will be put to the test. Will these talks prevent a conflict, or is a standoff inevitable?
Unfortunately, we have heard that the US may join this aggression. That would be very unfortunate, and I think that would be. The US military attack on the territorial integrity and national sovereignty of a UN member state carried out